Hello everybody, welcome back to Chinese Pod. I'm Joy.
And I'm Joe.
And today we're going to teach you tone variations with the word E. E is the first word that you learn when you start counting. And what tone is that? E.
E.
E. First tone. So as soon as it enters a phrase though, if the second word of the phrase is fourth tone, for example, I can say 一位, one person, 一位. And then what tones do that become?
Let me check. 一位.
一位.
一位. So second tone and the fourth tone together.
Yeah, 一位. What are some other words that sound like that? 一位.
以下.
一下.
以下.
一下. Oh, also 一块.
一块.
一块,
Like
$1.
a small piece or a dollar. Yeah.
Yeah, small piece or $1.
一块.
一样.
一样. Which is like similar, right? Similar. 一样. Or the same. Similar or the same.
Yeah, exactly. So when we have two words, 一下, 一样, when the second word is the fourth tone, then the first E becomes the second tone. 一样, 一下. So that's the first tone variation. All right, so I'm going to go through the second tone variation change for the word E, and I'll give you some phrases so you can see if you can hear the difference. All right, so the very first one, I have 一杯,
一杯,
一杯.
一杯.
And the 杯 is the first tone, right? So 一 and then 一杯,一杯. Okay, the second one I have 一年,
一年,
一年.
一年.
And you can see that 年 is the second tone.
Yes.
Okay, and I've got one more for you. 一起,
一起,
一起.
一起.
So the 起 is the third tone.
Yes.
So what happens with the E in all three of those cases?
They all became the fourth tone, right?
Yeah, exactly.
一杯,一年, and 一起.
Exactly.
Oh.
So when it's paired with, the first tone is paired with a first, second, or third tone, then the very first word becomes E instead of E
See,
or
I see.
E. All right, so I've got a few phrases for you, and then we'll come back to recap the rule. First one, 一起,一起,
一起,一起, which means together.
together. 我们一起. We want to do this together.
我们一起,
我们一起. 一百,一百,
一百,一百, which means 100.
100. So one of the first counting words. So we got E, which is the first tone. 一百. That turns into the fourth tone and the third tone. 一百.
一百.
Good. Okay. 一直,一直,
一直,一直. 直 means straight. So 一直 means like straight ahead, is that?
Oh, close. One, if you say 一直, one straight, it means continuous.
Oh, yeah.
Like in a straight line.
Oh, like 一直走.
Yeah, 一直走.
Walking continuously.
Yeah, or 一直去, keep going somewhere. Yeah.
一直吃.
一直吃, 一直吃, can't stop eating continuously. Okay. 一年,一年.
一年,一年, which is 1 year.
1 year. All right. 一种,一种,
一种,
种,
一种. What does that mean though?
一种. One type.
One type. Ah.
One type. 一种.
Okay.
一杯,一杯,
一杯. 一杯 is a cup. One cup. 一杯.
一杯咖啡. 我要一杯咖啡.
我也要一杯咖啡.
So we both ordered a cup of coffee. Okay, so what was that rule? It was a little bit confusing because the second word changes in tones. Okay, but the first one becomes the fourth tone. So if 一起,一百,一直,一年,一种. So that's when the second word is the second tone, the third tone, or the first tone, then it changes.
Oh. Again, please, the first one.
The first one is E. So the first E is the fourth tone.
Okay.
And we change that whenever the second word is either the first tone, the second tone, or the third tone.
Oh, okay, I get it. So first, second, or third together with E, then it becomes fourth tone.
Exactly.
That's confusing.
It is very confusing. But you can sort of think about it in terms of just a more natural way of speaking. And instead of memorizing the rules, since when we do learn it initially, we don't really think about it too much, but we try to hear and learn as many phrases as possible so that we can know exactly what it's paired with, and it will come very naturally. And it's okay if you say it wrong, because someone somewhere will understand you, and then you can get it right the next time.
Okay, we should just practice and practice those things
I
all
think
together.
so. I think so.
Because if you practice, then it gets like more automatic. And of course, once you like kind of find yourself and, oh my God, I forgot how to speak, but then that's when you go back to those rules and check those rules. But other than that, you can just like repeat them over and over again, try listening to them, and then you will probably figure it out and just automate this knowledge for yourself.
Exactly. And let's do a recap. So we did 2 different variations with the word E. E is originally the first tone, and the 2 different tone variations. Here's the first set. 一下, 一位, 一次. So what was the rule for that one?
The rule for that one was once you have E together with a fourth tone, then it changes to a second tone. So we have 一下, 一位, 一次.
Good. And the second variation, it goes 一起, 一百, 一年, 一直. And what was the rule for that one?
The rule was if it's paired with anything else than the fourth tone, then we change it to the fourth tone. So whenever you have E together with a first tone, with a second tone, or a third tone, that's when you change it to the fourth tone. You change the E to the fourth tone.
Basically, we don't want to have a lot of tones that are the exact same one, so you sound like you're just shooting straight arrows. We want to make the melody a little bit better. And this also applies to English. Like when we're asking a question, we go up. It's sort of like a natural intonation and flow, but in Chinese, it is defined by actual tones. So go ahead and practice and listen a lot. Watch this video a few times, and this is going to help you. All right, so I'm Joy.
And I'm Joe.
And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
See you next time. Bye-bye.
Chinese boy, Chinese boy.